The sun was sinking over the open plains, painting the sky with the kind of colors you only see before heartbreak or healing. A soft wind danced through the golden grass, carrying the scent of dust and memory. Along that lonely dirt road walked a girl named Clara Reeves, her boots worn, her eyes empty, and her hands clutching a small photograph that once meant everything. Just 6 weeks ago, she'd buried her father, the town's sheriff, the man who used to call her Sunshine. He'd been shot trying to protect the same people who now avoided her gaze in the street. Since that day, Clara stopped talking, stopped smiling, and stopped believing in anything good. She said once, "When he died, he took my hope with him." She left her small ranch behind, wandering from town to town until she found herself in Cedar Hollow, a quiet place surrounded by endless hills and silence. That's where she met Ethan Cole, a cowboy who spoke little but carried a sadness deeper than words. He worked at the local ranch, known for fixing fences and taming horses that everyone else gave up on. People said Ethan had once lost his wife and little boy in a fire. Maybe that's why, when he looked at Clara, he recognized something, the look of someone who had lost more than they could ever tell. One dusty afternoon, Clara sat outside the general store, staring at the ground. Ethan rode up on his horse, tied the reins, and looked at her for a long moment. "You look like you've been running from something," he said gently. She didn't meet his eyes. "I'm not running," she whispered. "Just wondering." He nodded slowly. "You got someone waiting for you?" She shook her head. "No, he's gone, and he took my hope with him." Ethan was quiet for a while. Then he said something she never forgot, something that would stay in her heart forever. "Then I'll lend you mine," he said softly, "till yours grows back." Those words hit her like rain on dry earth. For the first time in months, Clara felt something warm flicker inside her, small but alive. From that day on, Ethan let her help around the ranch. She cleaned the stables, fed the horses, mended old saddles. It wasn't much, but it gave her hands something to do and her heart something to hold on to. And as the days passed, she noticed that Ethan didn't just work hard. He worked with purpose. He treated every living thing like it deserved another chance, even the wildest horse that tried to throw him off. One evening, as the sky burned red and gold, Clara watched him ride a restless stallion that refused to be tamed. Ethan held firm, calm as the wind, patient as the earth. When the horse finally stilled, Clara felt a strange ache in her chest, the kind that comes when something broken starts to heal. That night they sat together by the fire. She asked, "Why did you help me that day?" He stared into the flames. "Because once," he said, "someone helped me too." Clara looked down, her voice barely a whisper. "And did your hope grow back?" Ethan smiled faintly, his eyes soft. "It's getting there." She smiled for the first time in a long while. Maybe, she thought, hers could too. But peace doesn't last forever in places like Cedar Hollow, because the next evening, a group of strangers rode into town, rough men with hard eyes. And when Clara saw their leader step off his horse, her heart froze. It was Mason Crane, the outlaw who had killed her father. Her hands trembled, her world began to spin. Ethan saw her pale face and asked quietly, "You know him?" Her voice broke as she whispered, "He's the man who took my hope." Ethan's eyes darkened, his jaw tightening as the wind picked up around them. Then in that quiet strength that only a cowboy carries, he said, "Then I'll lend you mine again, till yours grows back." And under that darkening sky, Clara felt something she thought she'd lost forever. Faith.